Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Stock Market Daily Update. I'm Aditya from Mostly Bearish. Now, tomorrow is an extremely important day mainly because of three reasons. We have a weekly expiry, monthly expiry, plus we are very close to 14,000 on Nifty. Now, we're going to be talking about Nifty and Bank Nifty levels that I'm going to be looking at and the scenario that I'm actually expecting in the second half of this video. Before that, let's talk about the trades that I took and the updates on my Telegram channel. For those who are new and who want updates during the market hours or the stocks that I'm going to be looking at, the link to my Telegram channel is given in the description below. Make sure you join to know the updates. I don't provide any kind of calls, but it's just update for learning purposes. You do your own analysis and be successful as a trader. So let's get started. First of all, now Bolloré New is the stock which I've been following for quite some time, right? Now this stock has been hitting circuits for a really long time. When the prices opened, the prices went and hit the circuit and I had put my alert, and that is basically as soon as the price comes below 307, the circuit was at 307.9. That is where I wanted to enter a short position, mainly because my risk was extremely small, that is 0.9 points. That is basically 90 paisa. Now, yes, the prices opened, and as soon as they opened, right, the circuit opened and the prices came lower, I had put in my order at a market order. I didn't place any limit order because the fall was going to be extremely fast. Now, I'm not able to, let me change it to 2-day time frame to make you understand, right? The prices opened, from there they went high closed, right? From there the prices started coming down and my order was placed somewhere here, but it did not get executed at 306. Why? The fall was so fast and I put my market order. My market order got executed somewhere around 303.8 or 300 somewhere. The averaging phase somewhere close to 303 levels. Now, yes, my expected maximum risk was 90 paisa, but you know, when the prices move, right, that is a fast, extremely fast movement. Now I was ready for it mainly because I had a view that the prices are going to start falling, right? And as and when the prices started falling, I kept exiting. So I kept buying back. So the short position that I created at 303, as and when the prices started falling, I kept buying back and I kept a certain amount mainly because I expected that the prices can touch the previous close also. Now if you see, my final exit was when the prices started moving upwards as well. That was a final exit that I took, and in my head I was just thinking, if there is a possibility that the prices reverse from there, that is where I want to re-enter a short position. That is what I had updated. If the lower levels after this whole candle, 3 candles were formed, if this level is broken with almost like if we see the closing of the low of this is basically 285.15. If the price came to 284 or 283.85, that is where I would have taken another short position expecting the prices to hit the close, previous close that is. And if that also broke, then the prices would have seen another downfall. Now, because I have been following this, I am still going to be looking at this tomorrow and day after as well. I'm telling you the trade already that I have planned for tomorrow. If the prices gap up, if the circuit is changed to 5%, I'm not going to be doing anything unless I see a potential fall or initiation of a fall. But if the circuit is still at 10% and the prices open comparatively way higher, from there if they start falling, probably I'll take a short position. High chances are the prices will go hit the 10%, and that is when I'm going to follow the same strategy that I followed today. I'm letting you know in advance. And if the circuit has changed to 5%, be careful, wait for proper analysis and understanding and price action to tell you what are the different probabilities of a trade being in your favor, right? Now the next one was India Cements. India Cements is a video that I already took when the prices were somewhere here. I was waiting for a retracement, but this was a news-based move where it said that cement industries are going to be performing well in 2021. That news is way more than enough to even understand that there is going to be a big up move in any cement stock, right? If you take a look at Star Cement also went about 13%. Now, when the prices were moving up and then there was a rejection here, right? And from there, the next candle itself took over. That is where I had initiated my position and I took my entry somewhere around here. The stop loss was the prices coming below that. If the prices did come below that, I would have exited in the loss. Now from there, the prices started moving up, and in next 10 minutes itself, we saw upper circuit hit. That is where my exits were. I did not re-enter again. So I hope you guys have got an understanding why I specify about learning, right? It is impossible for me to tell my trades because they are so quick, because I look for momentum, right? Now, momentum by mistake, or more than by mistake, right? If I tell you my trade, like what I'm actually doing, I might lose out on my own trade, which I do not want to, because I am a trader, and then I take my time out to help people learn. I'm a professional trader, so I'm going to be looking at my account first. The second point is, if the momentum is so fast and you miss your entries, your stop loss automatically is going to be way higher than your risk. Your basic risk is going to be way higher than your profit itself. That is why I don't give out any kind of calls, but I give out updates. If you do your own analysis, you will understand what is a good entry, what is a good exit, and I've been providing videos on education as well. Now, let's talk about Nifty and Bank Nifty. Before that, there are a few things to be considered. Tomorrow is expiry. That is weekly and monthly expiry, right? We are very close to 14,000. Where spot Nifty has not touched 14,000. What are the chances that we may touch 14,000? Let's get on to the charts to understand better, and that is going to give us better understanding also. Do you see what has happened? Today the prices opened, they came lower, and towards the end they went and crossed the open also, right? Now there is a lot of volatility in the market. You take Nifty or Bank Nifty, the prices move down and again they're going up. Comparatively, Bank Nifty is weaker. As of now, comparatively, Bank Nifty is still weaker than Nifty. Nifty is comparatively stronger. So, 14,000 is a key level that we need to look at. My expectation for tomorrow and what I'm going to be comfortable trading, right? Now, if the prices actually touch 14,000 or go above 14,000, I'm going to be cautious. Right? I'm not going to be on the buy side. I'm telling you openly that I'm not going to be on the buy side. If I lose out on a trade, if it's a trending up move also, I'm not going to be on the buy side. Unless during the live market, I get some price action information that yes, we need to take a good setup. It's a good setup. We need to enter. Unless that, I'm not going to have a predetermined mindset of going long in Nifty at all. Now, the expectation is that if the prices move above 14,000, right? I want to see for the first half an hour, if there is a bigger gap up, let's see if the prices start falling down and come back below 14,000. See the price action, and from there, if there is a rejection, that is where bears might take control tomorrow. It is a possibility where we may see a downside trending if 14,000 or above. If it opens above but comes below 14, then bear taking control is a probability which is comparatively higher, right? Now that is my concept. If the prices come back in the range, I want to see the initiation of candles, and then I will be a put buyer if there is momentum. If there is a momentum, if I see a 20% chance of this fall also happening, 20%, that is when I'm going to be a buyer of puts, because the prices of premiums are comparatively going to be lower, but only during momentum. I'm making this very clear, only during momentum, right? Now, let's take a look at where the prices may. This is the line that I've drawn. Now, this is the first test. If the prices come below that, I want to see if it is momentum and the prices are falling comparatively faster. We can see anywhere close to these levels. If this is also broken, right? Now, if there has to be a big fall, then this is broken. Then the next I'm going to be looking at is somewhere around these levels. This is a safety. Probably if there is a big fall, something like this, then these levels can be broken as well, right? Now, this is something I'm comfortable. Probably 90% of my position I will clear, and I will keep only 10% just to see if there is bigger fall, because if the prices do come back, I'm already going to be short at a particular level, or being a put buyer at a particular level, and the prices start moving against me, I will close my position. It's as simple as that, right? Now, the first scenario is price gap up and then coming back down. If there is a gap down rejection at 14,000 or below that also, the same scenario, there are high chances of the same scenario playing out. Now, let's talk about Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has been weaker compared to Nifty. We know that. We have been seeing that, right? When it gains strength, it gains a lot of strength, but weakness is comparatively more, right? So let's get into the understanding on a 13-minute time frame to understand better. Now, you know that this level was broken, and from there we saw a downfall. Prices took support at the previous close of these levels, if you can see, right? They took support there, and from there the prices started moving up. Now, what I see from this is somewhat a head and shoulder pattern which can be formed. It's in formation, but which can be formed. Let me draw it for you. Shoulder, head, shoulder in the making. Let's see if this sustains or if it starts moving upwards from here. Now, if it does, then we know what head and shoulder usually tells us, right? Below this, I want to be, if I get a confirmation at these levels itself, then I'm going to be a buyer of puts at these levels. Looking at a test of this lower level, broken probably is going to give us a more momentum and more fall. Now, I hope you guys got the understanding of how I look at it, why I don't give any kind of calls, and why I'm stressing about only learning, because I want you to grow as traders, not as gamblers, right? Make sure your capital is safe. New Year's right around the corner. Make sure you're safe all the time. I'm not going to say what you need to do. You know what you need to do, but be safe. There is the virus in the atmosphere, more than atmosphere. It is transferred by people. Keep your social distancing, and all the best. Keep your capital safe. Thank you so much for watching.